and welcome to NAFDAC and Your Health. Every week on the program, we provide you with insightful information about NAFDAC's activities aimed at protecting the health of Nigerians. I am your host, Tosin Adebayo. In Nigeria, the preparation and usage of herbal medicine has been a lasting practice that has been passed from generation to generation. The formulation of plants and other natural resources into medicine have proven to be effective by its users, but most of these claims have not been scientifically proven. On today's edition of the program, we'll examine NAFDAC's activities in ensuring herbal medicine manufacturers carry out the necessary procedure to validate their products.
It's actually the Herbal Medicine Product Committee met on the 20th of April, and we had a good turn up, and there were actually comments made about how many products were registered, especially during the pandemic. And I mentioned that we registered about 42 products. So in terms of registration of herbal medicinal products, I believe that the herbal practitioners are satisfied or contented with where we are. The issue that has come up on and off is our expectations. Our expectations are based on international standards, and actually we actually expect minimal documentation from them, and I mean relatively minimal, but we still need to know the history, what the herbal medicinal product has been used for before. So if anybody goes to our website and go through the images that flash and you see the herbal medicine image, you go there, you click on the template in terms of what we expect. Anybody can see on our website our expectations. On that particular web page, we asterisk some points. Those are points or documents that we need to be provided. We did not asterisk some other points to just give room for as many as possible to submit. If a herbal practitioner is from the university, a researcher, we expect such researcher to submit a lot compared to our herbalist. So I would say that they are contented in terms of registration. However, when we now have to go, they have to go online to do registration. Sometimes there are some hitches, and that happens with any electronically based registration portal. And I believe that we've been coming on their side to help whenever there are issues in terms of the electronic registration. Another area of challenge is inspection. The hygienic situation in the particular place where the herbal medicine is being manufactured. We want again to make sure that where the herbal medicine is being manufactured is hygienic. There must be a good flow, no matter how small. There must be a good flow, meaning where the raw materials are not the same where they are cleaned, they are not the same where they are dried, things like that, so that there will not be contamination. And it is all about public health. It's all about safeguarding health of our people. The fact that something is herbal doesn't mean that we have to lower or expose the public to danger. But again, we try as much as possible to make sure that it is almost like the cottage industry for some herbal medicinal practitioners. But we also advise those who may not have the capacity to have this good layout, that they may want to collaborate with the bigger practitioners, so that for a fee, that's an agreement. A lawyer, two lawyers have to be involved to do confidentiality agreement or business agreement, so that they can contract out their herbal medicine for the bigger facility to manufacture for them. In terms of unapproved advertisement of herbal medicines, this is a huge challenge for us, and that is where I will plead with the fourth estate, the media, to assist, and also the community to assist, because if it is left for NAFDAC alone, the public will suffer. If somebody sees a herbal medicine being produced or being advertised and claiming that one medicine can heal 200 diseases, they can call NAFDAC if they see a particular product that is linked to that place, or it is that if it is an area, they can call us so that we can go there and make sure that the advertisement, if it is local, I'm talking of in the buses and the parking lots and so on. So the media can help us, the community can help us. Sensitization is part of what we are going to be doing more of. We have to sensitize our people that you cannot have a medicine and say it can heal 20 diseases. How did you know? Because we will be causing more problems for our people, health-wise, if we allow that to continue. So we're going to be, doing sensitization workshops, things like that, and enforcement. If there are bad, if unapproved ads, we will shut that product down, because very likely we can track where that product is being made, and then we shut them down. Actually, in terms of the media that airs such adverts, we are talking with them. I'm talking with them now to be very careful, because we're going to also go to NCC to help us to make sure that any media outlet that is doing or making advert that is not approved by NAFDAC, that media outlet should be sanctioned. I'm pleading with the media that any ad that is presented for advertisements, the media house or outlet should ask for NAFDAC approval. We give approvals to all ads. We have a different office for adverts, whether it is for food, whether it is for drug, whether it's for veterinary medicine. Each directorate, relevant directorate, has an advert office. So it's not something we just do pari passu. We have to get, the media outlet must ask for the approval from NAFDAC.
The agency already has regulations. We already have ways in place to curb incessant advertisement of unregistered herbal products. Of course, we know that we have a very unique society. Nigeria as a country is a very unique country, and we know that we have gazetted regulations in place, including fines for people who engage in unauthorized advertisements. So all the adverts that we see, whether it be through the newspaper or through the billboards, there are agencies, of course, that can be held responsible for those ones that we often, from time to time, write, and we indeed penalize these agencies and these bodies when we see that the particular companies use them as a medium for advertising a product that has not been registered by the agency. But beyond that, there are all those petty traders that hawk and that do a big disservice to the public. And I say disservice because quite a number of these products have not been tested. And if they've not been tested, what it means is that it puts, or rather they put the lives of the citizenry in danger. And we have a directorate, investigation and enforcement directorate, and I can tell you that the directorate is up and doing. They have a regular schedule for going out and for mopping out quite a number of these products that you see being hawked around in the hot sun. Even if these products were ab initio good on their own in terms of the preparation, which I doubt that they will be good products because of the way they will have been produced. I mean, no good manufacturing practices because they've not been visited as we will do as a regulatory body to make sure and certify that they have a premise that can that we can vouch for as being clean and okay to produce. But even if that were to be the case, the mere fact that they subject these products to these extremes of weather would amount to the fact that quite a number of these products may be degraded and may be converted into toxic products, even if they were not toxic in the first place. And so we are the agency is very serious about going after people who are peddling and advertising products that are not approved or authorized for use by the agency. And the only way that we can do that is through stiff penalties that will make others to learn. They don't want to learn the easy way, then they will learn the hard way when they are forced to make payments that are huge by way of very stiff penalties.
We'll take a short break now. Stay with us. Welcome back.
As a means to further enlighten herbal medicine practitioners, NAFDAC hosted members of the sector as well as other stakeholders in Lagos to discuss useful information and also sensitize them on the need to collaborate for collective advancement in the herbal sector. Members of the Nigerian Herbal Medicinal Products Committee and other participants joined from different parts of the country via Zoom. Heads of various directorates took turns to enlighten the audience on various aspects of NAFDAC operation on various herbal medicine. The Director of Drug Registration and Regulatory Affairs clarified the terms of registration and other related affairs. The essentials and critical importance of clinical trial in herbal medicine registration and approval was also elaborated. The importance of enforcement in any regulatory activity cannot be overemphasized. This was emphatically buttressed at the event by the Director of Investigation and Enforcement Directorate.
Essentially, I want to start by saying that NAFDAC operations and activities, more so the Enforcement, Investigation and Enforcement Directorate and Federal Task Force, which I chair by the grace of God, is statutorily driven. And you find we all know what NAFDAC does. Essentially, we regulate and control the NAFDAC regulated products, which will include drugs and herbal medicines are drugs under our law. Now, there is also a judicial pronouncement on our powers to regulate herbal medicines. It's not just only statutory. There's a legal pronouncement. There's need for us to let you know that we exist and we carry out our job. This is where we are at Apapa, number 1015, Mobile Road, Apapa. Here you have investigation and enforcement. Then the Federal Task Force is domiciled. Because it's domiciled in NAFDAC, it's domiciled here, where we have policemen, we have detectives who are trained, we also have our officers who are trained, we have mobile policemen who go with us. And sometimes when the occasion arises, we have soldiers who go with us as backup for the policemen and the other people who are with us. Then we have an office in Kaduna. We have an office in Asaba. We have desk offices. Very soon we have a big office, an office, I would say it's considerably okay in Abuja. It's coming up. So you have all this. What do we do here? We go after people who are involved in drug hawking, amongst others, and we arrest them. We deal with them. Like I said, we are the bus stop. We are the undertakers. We have very few friends. If anyone is caught in it, we deal with the person.
Product registration is important for all herbal medicines. As a manufacturer, there are several procedures as well as documents that are required before any herbal medicine can be registered by NAFDAC.
Our submissions now has changed from manual to electronic registration. The first document you need is your application letter, and this letter should be addressed to the Director General, NAFDAC. Attention, the Director, Drug Registration and Regulatory Affairs, NAFDAC. And in this letter, there should be a title. You must take your product name, the dosage form, and the net weight. And I want to remind us that you will need one application letter for each product. Some people clump up all the products in one letter, but the way NAPAMS is designed, it treats one application at a time. So it should be for one product. If you have 5 products, it means you have to have 5 application letters. Then there is this document that was accepted in this committee, Herbal Medicines Technical Information Submission Template. It's a mini dossier-like document that gives the basic information about all the plants in your formulation. Now the label, I decided to put this label for us to see the various information we need on the label. The brand name is key. If you can see, I labeled this product NAPAD Herbal Mixture. And you can see that the font size is bigger than every other font size there. That's how your labeling should go. The brand name should be conspicuous, big enough for everybody to see. Then we can see the pack size. If it is capsules, you have to tell us the quantity of capsule. If it is tablet, you have to tell us the quantity of the tablet. Then by my left, the active ingredient. Each of them should be stated. You could use a common name. It's accepted, but we prefer a botanical name. And you could see the quantity. Each quantity, the first one is 20%, the second 30%, the second 50%, making it 100%. Some people will put 10%, 15%, 20%, and when you add it up, it does not add up to 100%. So the active ingredient should be stated quantitatively.
Participants commended the agency for an impactful meeting.
We thank God and we thank NAFDAC for this opportunity to interact so that we can give feedback to NAFDAC about our experiences and about our interaction. There are probably 500,000 herbalists out there with talent and with a lot of powerful products who don't have the privilege and the finance to make people aware of what they have. We should step out like it's being done in Lagos State, but even more. I think NAFDAC should encourage the setting up of a database we advertise publicly for anybody who knows anybody, any herbalist. Give the address, the telephone, and we start building up so that when somebody has an ailment, we know where to pull from.
It will always be impactful. You can't come to such a gathering and not pick one or two things to add to what you have. It's only now opening our eyes to the fact that we need to collaborate more. Information with the NAFDAC, with all the institutions for investigations, for researches, and then everybody has a part to play. And we're on it already. We are moving forward.
That's all we have time for on the program this week. Make it a date for another insightful edition next week, same time, same station. In the meantime, if you have comments, complaints, or you want to report activities of fake drugs or adulterated food products peddlers, our doors are always open.
You can reach NAFDAC via toll-free numbers. For inquiries, call 0700 162 3322. For complaints, call 0800 162 3322. You may also email NAFDAC at nafdac.gov.ng. If you have complaints about any form of misconduct, you can reach the Reforms Unit via email, reforms@nafdac.gov.ng, or call the Reforms hotlines on 0909 763 0506 or 0909 763 0507. NAFDAC, customer focused, agency minded.
Importing, producing, distributing, and selling fake drugs and cosmetics, adulterated food, and so on are criminal activities that destroy lives. Join the fight against these heinous crimes by reporting any suspicious activity in your area to NAFDAC. Let's join hands to safeguard the health of our nation. See you next week. Stay safe.